James Garner finally told the truth about Randolph Scott late in life, and those words carried the weight of a man who had lived with integrity himself. Born James Scott Bumgarner on April 7, 1928, in Norman, Oklahoma, Garner grew up during the Great Depression in a small-town world that shaped his humility, resilience, and deep sense of fairness. His childhood was marked by hardship when his mother died at age 5 and his father struggled to provide stability, forcing young James to move between relatives and take on odd jobs, experiences that quietly forged the empathy and strength audiences would later feel in his performances. Before Hollywood ever entered his life, Garner served his country, dropping out of school at 16 to join the Merchant Marine and later fighting in the Korean War as a U.S. Army soldier, earning 2 Purple Hearts for his bravery. The war left him with lasting physical and emotional scars, but it also gave him a lifelong humility and a refusal to glorify heroism, a quality that set him apart from many leading men of his era. His entry into acting was almost accidental after moving to Los Angeles and working various jobs, including modeling, when a talent agent noticed his calm presence and natural charisma. Small television roles led to his breakout in 1957 as Brett Maverick, a witty, reluctant gunslinger who relied on intelligence rather than brute force, instantly making Garner a star and redefining the Western hero. Throughout the 1960s, he became one of Hollywood's most bankable actors, starring in romantic comedies like Move Over, Darling and the Thrill of It All with Doris Day, and serious films such as The Great Escape, where his understated strength held its own alongside legends like Steve McQueen. In the 1970s, Garner reinvented television heroes again with The Rockford Files, portraying Jim Rockford as a wisecracking, principled detective who preferred brains over violence, earning an Emmy in 1977 while enduring physical strain from performing many of his own stunts. His later career was marked by grace and emotional depth, from his Oscar-nominated role in Murphy's Romance to his heartbreaking performance in The Notebook, proving his talent only deepened with time. Off-screen, Garner was a fierce advocate for actors' rights and known universally as a gentleman, professional, kind, and refreshingly free of ego. His personal life mirrored the steadiness audiences admired. Married in 1956 after just 16 days to Lois Josephine Fleischman Clark, their nearly 58-year union became one of Hollywood's great love stories, weathering separations, fame, and illness with loyalty and humor. Garner embraced Lois's Jewish faith with respect, stepped compassionately into the role of stepfather to her daughter Kim, who was recovering from polio, and later became a devoted father to their daughter Greta, whom he adored. Known for rarely speaking ill of anyone, Garner surprised many when he spoke candidly about Randolph Scott, describing him as one of Hollywood's most misunderstood men, a figure of immense discipline, privacy, and quiet strength. Garner admired Scott's dignity, his calm authority, and his refusal to play Hollywood's publicity game, noting that Scott commanded respect without raising his voice and lived by a strict personal code shaped by Southern values of honor and professionalism. While acknowledging Scott's emotional distance and guarded private life, Garner dismissed rumors and gossip, explaining that people invented stories because Scott gave them nothing real to exploit. To Garner, Scott represented a fading ideal of masculinity, steadfast, principled, and authentic, and his influence extended far beyond Westerns, quietly shaping what it meant to be a leading man. When James Garner died on July 19, 2014, just weeks shy of his 58th wedding anniversary, it marked the end of an era and one of Hollywood's most enduring love stories. Lois, who survived him by 7 years, was said to never fully recover from the loss of the man who had been her anchor, confidant, and greatest love. Through Garner's reflections on Randolph Scott and the life he himself lived, audiences were reminded that true greatness in Hollywood was never about noise or spectacle, but about integrity, humility, and quiet strength, qualities that defined both men and left a legacy that still resonates today.